So number 1 is our auricle. Can you please say auricle? So the auricle is a cartilage frame covered by skin. There's also some fat in there. It is a funnel. Yes, sorry. It is a funnel, and what it does is it funnels sound waves into structure number 2. And we'll talk about what structure number 2 is. So a funnel, typically when you use a funnel, what function does that have? Or what are you trying to do when you use a funnel? Direct something from a big space to a small space. So you're trying to direct sound from the big outside world into your tiny little ear canal, okay? So when you do that, you actually amplify the sound when you go from a big space to a little space. So number 2, our little space here that sound waves will enter. So this is our number 2. Number 2 is that area that you put a Q-tip in, basically, okay? Number 2 is called our external auditory meatus. Can you please say external auditory meatus? External auditory meatus. Okay, when you put a Q-tip into your external auditory meatus, about how far can you go? Like, well, you're not supposed to go that far. But you can probably go about an inch if you're feeling like you want to live on the edge a little bit there. Okay? The external auditory meatus, this canal right here, is about 1 inch long or 2.5 centimeters. Okay? So I'm going to add that it's a 2.5 centimeter tube in the temporal bone. So for our skull here, as you can see on the side of the head, so this is our temporal bone right here. You guys see that hole right there? Kind of blurry. That hole right there is your external auditory meatus. So both sides here. When you put a Q-tip into your ear, you're actually putting a Q-tip technically into your skull. Right? Okay. We should measure it and find out. All right, so it is lined with skin, of course. The skin is continuous from the external auricle there. What else is in your ear canal? Earwax. Hair and earwax. So there's also hair, but we're not going to call it earwax. We're fancy. We're going to call it cerumen. Good. So why would you want hair and cerumen in your ear? What good will they? What good are they for? They protect. They keep things out because your worst fear is bugs in your ear.
Oh wait, no, it's like water. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's mostly like water, dust, any little bugs, bacteria, similar to like your nose, because your nostrils are also lined with skin, hair, and mucus. So we're just gonna add a little bit there. So earwax is produced or made by modified sebaceous glands. Do you remember where else on your body you had sebaceous glands? Your skin. Like on your face, what does a sebaceous gland produce? Sebum. So it makes your face oily. The sebaceous glands in your ears make a sticky, thick mucus instead. So it's supposed to help keep foreign objects out. And it's kind of interesting because supposedly, maybe the texture of your earwax is determined by your genetics. Because some people have the really, really dry, kind of crusty earwax. And some people have that really thick, liquidy, golden fluid kind of earwax. So then people ask me like, should I use Q-tips? And I'm like, well, it depends. Because if you have the liquidy, thick, kind of drippy earwax, then yeah, you could use Q-tips. But if you have the dry, flaky one, the Q-tips aren't going to do anything but push the earwax in farther, right? And it depends on what you do on the daily. If you like going to the ocean and going swimming, and you're exposing your body to a lot of potential like bacteria and stuff, you want your earwax there, okay? But if you don't really go out to anywhere that's really dusty, you don't go like swimming, then it's probably okay to use Q-tips, but it's supposed to help you. Except if you have too much of it, then you can't hear. So trade-offs. Yeah. Okay, and then finally we have this really, really thin membrane here. That's going to be our number 3. What is that membrane?
Eardrum.
That is the eardrum. And we will do that one tomorrow.